Hey, my name's Matt Jory. I work at the Troy Lee Designs Lucas Oil Honda team, and I do engines and development work here. Normal day-to-day basis for me at work is, well, I guess it varies. You know, some days it's going through the race engines from the previous weekend racing. Other times it's working on building new engines, and then when that stuff's done, I'm always trying to improve the package. So, you know, development work is the next thing that I do. When they come back from the race, I normally you know, pull the cylinder heads off, disassemble the heads, have a good look at the valves and the piston, the cam. You know, inspect components, make sure there's like no unusual wear or anything like that. It's really about preventative maintenance. You know, and then depending on how many hours are on the engine, you know, I might have to pull the bottom end apart, go through the transmission and crank and things like that. So. There's not really something that needs to be replaced every race inside the engine. You know, maybe the clutch or something like that, but definitely the valve seats have a pretty hard life. So those things are normally getting serviced and touched up most races. For Supercross, it's not too bad. It's only for the race bikes, 2 engines per rider. For outdoors, it'll go to 3. So 3 engines per guy for their race bikes, and then they each have a couple of practice engines as well. So the race engines are going through every race. Practice engines, you know, every couple weeks, I'd say. Definitely our 250Fs are pretty similar, especially for Supercross. Supercross, you know, we try and keep the practice engines almost as good as the race engines, just so those guys are, you know, used to the power and able to practice doing the obstacles they need to do, just like when they're at the races. Because otherwise, if there's a huge difference, you know, then they won't be getting the most out of their practice. So we try and keep them, you know, relatively close. On the development side of things, it's always about trying to refine and tune the package maybe to suit the rider's requirements. You know, maybe a rider likes the power to hit kind of more on the bottom of the rev range or more on the top, so kind of play with some cam timing and some other engine settings that might alter that power, as well as, you know, different exhaust systems or ignition maps, ignition work, and a lot of fueling work now with the fuel injected bikes. So there's a lot that we can do to kind of move the power around to make the rider's job easier. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they all like something a little bit different, so always working to make their job easier.